Hello, 5 Minute Day Trader here. It's been a while. I've even missed an expiration. I was traveling. I was sick. It's been another gap. I know I'm constantly like trying to record every day, but this is kind of the reality of life. Things get in the way. And on this channel, we're trying to spend a couple of minutes a day creating a portfolio that number one makes money regardless of what the market is doing, but number two doesn't stress me out. So there are times where I'm not going to be able to watch my account for extended periods. I was sick for an entire week, like just literally laying in bed. And there was a wonky expiration in there too. The Friday, like Good Friday, is the market is closed, so like the expiration was up on a Thursday, so I literally even missed expiration. So we'll jump right into try to pick some trades for today, and then at the end of that, I'll do a full update on how all my positions are doing. So this could be one where it's like if you just want to like get some ideas for how I might do some trades today, you could watch the first couple of minutes, and then if you want to follow the extended tracking, we'll do that, or I'll do that after the end. So here I am in Tasty Trade. You can sign up for Tasty Trade using the link in the description. It's a really great way to help out the channel. And I know my voice is a little hoarse today. I'm still kind of getting over the sickness, but here I have my watch list sorted by percentage change, and I can immediately see that the metals have some movement today. So we'll take a look at the metals here in a second. I had a bunch of positions come off at expiration, so I've got some capital available right now. So I'm probably going to put some positions on here if I can. We'll see what's going on. So as we look at the metals, they're definitely down today, but they're kind of down from a high. So there might not be a ton of work we can do. We've got 56 days until the next expiration. So that's the problem right there, is that like we got the potential to come back down into this territory, and it's also not a good spot for putting in like call spreads and things like that. I got bitten on some call spreads last month that I'll take a look at the end of the video. So there's definitely some movement in the metals, but not something I would want to put a position on. Let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX, which is a measure of volatility in the market, is down from these extreme highs, but it's still high. So it's still a good time to sell options in general. Let's take a look at EEM. That's the emerging markets. That's kind of at a high from a big low, so not much to do there. IWM is one of my favorite things to trade. That's kind of in that same zone. Anything on the upside? No, let me just skim through some of the others. See, let's check out Brazil. Brazil's at a recent high. What about USO? Everything's kind of in the same spot. It's interesting, like high correlation between all the different underlyings. Yeah, so unfortunately not a lot to do today, so I'm going to strike this up as there's not much to trade today. I'll come back on Monday and look. If you want to keep watching, let's go ahead and track the positions that we're at. I know we had several expire, so these that were for in the April expiration, let's take a look at those. So this GDXJ, let me go back to GDXJ here at 40. I had the 45 and the 46 puts in GDXJ. So those are way down here. So those both expired. They went down to 0. So they closed on expiration Friday, which was the 17th. So we close those. I just haven't tracked that closeout. So I'm going to get a locked in. So a couple $100 made on those. That total is locked in. I'm going to stop. Take these off the tracking sheet, essentially is what I'm going to do there. So those were 100% win on those. And then I had that emerging market position 2. Where are you at, my friend? EEM. That was the 41.5. So it's like way down here. So that expired too. So that would have been about 60. It looks like $60. So that one expired on expiration Friday too. So that's good. That was a 100% win on 3 of those there. And then we got a couple left. Now, both of these spreads, GDX, because of these big market moves, right? Like I had one at 44 and one at 46. So I got literally max loss on those, which is a real bummer. So those ones got hurt. And let's see, this was a $5 wide spread. And I'd have to go back and look at my account and see what the exact loss was, but just to kind of round it off for tracking purposes, it's going to be the width of the spread minus what I paid for it. So it's a $5 spread. So it's going to equal $5 minus 76. So it's 424, but it's in the minus. Let me make sure I get that right. I want to be as like transparent as possible on this channel, so make sure I got that right. And then this 46.51, that was, oh, wait a minute, that 40, no, that's right, yeah. So that's a similar math for that one. So it's going to be 500 minus 65. So that's a 435 loss. So minus 435. There we go. Okay, so is that the end of that expiration? It is. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at the ones I have. Got a bunch coming up in the May 16th expiration. Let's see where those are at. So IYR, I had in that Jade Lizard at 90. Oops, 90. Where are you, my friend? Right. No, stop going to the wrong spot. There we go. 90, 99, and 100 for that Jade Lizard. So 90, 99, and 100. So that's a good spot. It's like it's right. You know, the position of the underlying is exactly where I want it to be. It's right between those strikes. It's currently at 125. So let me go ahead and put that in. 125. So that's doing great. The EEM is, I had the 37. For some reason, all the positions are cleared out here, which is kind of weird. The 37 put, that's, I mean, essentially at zero, but it's technically at $4. So that's doing great. The USO, I had 61. That's doing great too. That's way out of the money. It's currently trading 66. So that one's doing great. EWZ, where are you at? EWZ, I had the 23 put. That's pretty far out of the money too. It's trading at 5 right now. UNG, so far we're doing good. Let's see if we keep this up. And again, I've not looked at these in probably 3 weeks, so they're just kind of sitting here. I got the 18. So that one, UNG. Let's take a look at UNG. It had that big up move, right? Oh, wait. Did I? Sorry, the big down. I meant to say a big down move. I messed that up there. So, yeah, it's been coming down. So I had that put at 18. So I'm through my break even there on that one. That's at 251. I need to roll that. I'm going to roll that one. I'll do it at the end of the video. Let me just bold it because I'm going to roll that out to the next month. Wait, how long till the next expiration? 56 days. So you know what? Actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to roll it out when it's around 45 days. Okay, on that one. IWM. I know IWM's been all over the place. So in that May 16th, I have the 194 and the 203. So the 194 is right here at 566. So these are 568, excuse me. These are ones that I rolled out. So I'm just waiting for them to come back my way. So I've got the 194 and the 203. 194, that's doing really well. I'm probably gonna have to roll that 203 again, but they have come back quite a bit. So if we see like the total there, they've come back quite a bit from where they were. USO, there we go. It's one of the ones where it's actually position is actually there. So I got the 67 and the 68. Why do I have the 61 in there? Oh, that's what I was looking at earlier. 67 and 68. These are kind of close to the money, but I mean nowhere near my break even yet. 234 on that. And then I've also got that 91 put in IYR as well. So I got a bunch of positions on here, which is good. 160. And then UNG, another UNG position. Got the, do I have two? I've got the 17 and the 18 in UNG. So 17 is there at 175. And let me make sure I got my P&L on there. And then TLT, I got that. TLT's been kind of all over the place recently. I got that Jade Lizard on in there. So that's the 87, 97, and 98. So this one is doing really well too. It's like the price is really great. Again, it's right between those strikes. That's at 83. So let's see where we're at. So our total, we're down 712. And the bulk of that, I mean, actually, that's kind of interesting because I had those two max losses on the spread, which is 850. So even with those losses, I'm still only down 700, which when we look at, if we look at SPY, like, so this tracking is since the beginning of the year, essentially, I should say, like a little later in the beginning of the year. So let's say I were buying in, here's roughly the beginning of the year, buying an SPY around, right around 600, maybe a little below 600. Like I would be down like at this 840, and then back to 550. Like that's a roller coaster ride of stress. And what I'm really trying to create here is a portfolio that, number one, doesn't stress me out, but allows me to do short and medium term trades. And then number two, I can make money regardless of direction. So if we think about where we're at, obviously we're down, or I'm down 700, but like that's so much less than I would have been down if I'd have been on buy and hold, right? So, and as IWM, it's already come back a bunch. IWM, that's gonna erase any of those losses. I got 712. All I need is IWM to come back into my break even. That's $2,500 right there. So like I could fairly quickly get to a point where I'm making money in spite of a massive, one of the biggest down moves in recent history. So I feel pretty good about where I'm at with these trades. So it's interesting, starting tracking during and then immediately having this like massive downturn. I was like, oh geez, like I'm tracking my portfolio and now it's like I'm going to start showing losses. It's not going to feel particularly confident, but the point of this system is like it's lower stress. It still lets you turn a profit regardless of what's doing in the market. Yeah, that's it. Like this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's to make money over time in a consistent fashion. So feeling pretty good about where I'm at. Yeah, I'll talk to you next time I record. Hopefully it'll be on Monday. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.